die visual good. Die visual good.
Yo, man. So, welcome everybody, man. You know, we got a little interview going today. I got a special guest with me, man. My guy. What's going on with you, first of all?
What up, everybody? No, man, just adapting to this new world. You know, getting ready for this new currency. You know, stacking up my bread, doing my thing, working on my music, taking care of my son.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're a new father, man. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. So, great blessing.
Yeah.
Definitely changed around that I was going.
Yeah, that's good. So, you know, anytime we can get positive change, that's all we look for. We don't even worry about negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I go. So anyway, so we're here for, man. So we're here to let the people know a little bit more about you, man. You know what I'm saying? They know the name Shake, you know what I'm saying, but they don't really know Shake. You feel me? So we here for them to get to know Shake. You know what I'm saying? So you know, first of all, we're gonna start off with, okay, why the name Shake? Where the name come from?
Well, originally, you know, I'm very inspired by Shakespeare. You know, and when I first started making music back when I was like 14, 15 years old, you know, I was doing gospel music. I was making like gospel rap with my boy Mikey. You know, Testify, shout out Testify. You know, and then, you know, after a while, you know, I kind of faded out on the gospel era and kind of got into the rap, R&B kind of era. And, you know, I just got tired of saying Shake. And it wasn't Shakespeare, but it was Shakespeare. So I just finally kind of changed it up and just started calling myself Shake. And it was like milkshake without the milk. It's just Shake.
Okay.
So that's how Shake was pretty much created. It originally started at Shakespeare.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I know you said you were kind of into Shakespeare. So like, did you ever write any kind of like poems and
Yeah. I used to write poems in school all the time, and little rhymes. And I remember before I was even really making music, I was always writing poems and trying to turn poems into raps. You know, so yeah, I've been on that poem writing since I was a kid, and I used to always write from the right to the left side of the paper. So I would write from the left to the right.
That's interesting.
So I would have to turn my paper sideways, and then I'd be able to write from the left to the right. Turn it sideways.
Are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Huh. That's weird. That's the first person that I know of that was actually right-handed that actually write differently. You know what I'm
See, Shakespeare wrote backwards.
Yeah.
Kind of what I got, but the opposite. He wrote his work backwards.
Gotcha. So, yeah, that's different, man. That's different. So, you know, it's good that you find that inspiration early. A lot of people don't find it until later on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So what made you switch from the poetry and stuff into the rap? Like, what happened in Shake's life that made him say, you know what, this is the route I want to go?
You know, I had a really hard life growing up as a kid. You know, had a lot of abandonment. You know, was out living on the streets. You know, and I kind of, you know, was going to, that's really when I kind of faded. It was really about when I was like 12, 13 years old. I was just out there on the streets, staying wherever I could stay at. Homeboy's house, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, eventually, you know, I kind of fell out of the church. And then, you know, I started getting around some people who were rapping and stuff. And kind of really couldn't get into it too much. And believe it or not, I actually watched that Johnny Cash movie, Walk the Line. You know the movie?
I don't think I remember it offhand.
Well, it's really a great movie. I watched this story, and the story kind of reminded of my story. You know, because he started off in the gospel music. But, you know, everybody didn't want to hear the gospel back then, so he had to change it up, and he created that rock and roll blues.
Okay.
You know, but anyways, Johnny Cash was a big inspiration on me. So when I really started listening to him, that's honestly when I really started flowing. Because I would start rapping on anything, and then eventually it got to where I was rapping over people on radio while they were rapping on the song, and then next thing you know, I was just freestyling all the time.
Yeah.
So,
cool. I mean, that's different. You know, I hear a lot of people's story, but yours is very unique. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, you know, I know that was like, that was the way you started. So like once you did start and you start rapping over other people and stuff like that, who were some of your early influences as far as like in the hip hop culture?
You mean like people who were like famous and were like inspiration to me, or people that I met in the midst of that?
Either one. I mean, because not everybody is just always somebody famous that inspires them to really.
Yeah. I used to have a guy I was real close to named Oxy, who passed away a couple of years ago.
Okay.
When I was coming up, I was probably like 17, 18 years old at the time, and I was just with that freestyling all the time. And Oxy was the one that really sat me down and kind of explained to me. He was just like, "Listen, drop the thug act guy, you just a Bieber looking guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you need. You need to start putting your heart. Quit rapping about what you're doing and what you out here messing up, and start putting your message and talk about your pain." And so he started, put me on these little R&B beats and started letting me hear the little piano beats and really started helping me build my craft. And then I kind of started making love music, real bad, heartbreaking love music. I was going through something very terrible at the time. And then, it's crazy because there's so many genres, because even later on through life, I fell into the rock and roll era. You know what I'm saying? So I love rock and roll, and I love making every type of music.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I listen to opera.
Yeah.
I know that might sound weird, but I think I don't know, the type of frequency that can get on it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The frequencies that they can hit are, unimaginable sometimes. I don't, honestly, I don't know a lot of people that's really into it, off rip like that. I never really just took the time to listen to it, honestly, myself. So, but that's interesting though, man. You the first person I think that I really interviewed that said they were in opera and talked about it and stuff like that.
I love every type of music.
Yeah, I know a few people that's like, they love different types of music. They listen to almost anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever they like, they like. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's usually the way it is. So I know you said you got into some of like the pain and love making. How would you describe your style of music? Like what you do now? I know you went through that phase. You did that. You did the rock and roll. So currently now, the sound that you've mastered now, how would you describe your style?
Shake.
I mean,
it's me.
Yeah.
My style.
I mean, yeah, it's unique.
I really don't have a way to describe it, just besides something that's gonna put a footprint.
Okay. So I guess instead of that way, let's word it like this. What are some of the things that you focus on, like when you're crafting music, as far as like what your music is about? Is it still more so the pain and the love kind of way, or
it's more of the message now? It's more of like I used to just kind of put how I felt, and if you listen to my music and you was going through it, you'd really feel it, you'd cry to it, but it would be like that little sad stuff, stuff that if you were depressed would make you even want to do more drugs, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, I had to kind of phase out of that stage. So really, the new style that I created is like a message. It's like now I'm kind of talking about, what I was going through, the struggles, when I overdosed, when I died. It's just like everything I overcame and accomplished, and how I, found God, and then I found all the spiritual stuff, and then really started awakening myself, and it's just like, next thing you know, everything around me started making sense, and it's just like manifestation, and I created me.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I mean that's a good way to describe it, because I like for people to go in depth, so that way people that's watching really understand, because it's easy to just say one or two words to try to describe yourself or whatever, but to break it down the way you did, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's watching this now, they will really understand, like, okay, well, hey, that's deep, man. You know what I mean? And so now, going forward, any other interview you do or whatever, they can make sure they look into that, because and then they'll tell them what they'll learn on the other interviews as well. So, but so do you plan on experimenting with your sound anymore, or?
Oh, of course, man. As soon I've got a good song right now called "Forgive Me," and it's got a really great message behind it.
That's the one you just did the music video to, right?
Yes, and it's dropping September 1st, and it's got a really great message behind it. It's clean. It's more for the kids and for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now I've got like this positive message that I want to put out. And it's just like, I'm just ready for it. I'm ready to create. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. As an artist, you're always confident in what you make, and you're excited for the world to hear it because you put a lot of time and energy into it. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand that. Like,
and sometimes it just be like, I like making this music, but I do know that, once I got the world listening to me and actually hearing me, then I can tell and show my musical talent. Because then, I'm going to rock and roll. I'm going to, you're going to hear me come out with some rock and roll. It's going to get you up and looking.
Yeah.
I already experiment with it. I do a lot of rock and roll. I even mess around with some metal. I even put around with opera. Believe it or not, pretty good on some weird stuff. It sounded like I was good in my hands, so I would call myself, make sure I just want to hype myself up. Yeah. And I was just like, woo. Especially when you put a little reverb on it, boy, man, just go crazy.
Yeah, reverb on the side. But yeah, that's good, man. Like, now you just like, you just need some people around you that are in each of those genres that can help.
I've been, let's put it this way. I've been like trusted and I've seen crews fall apart. I've seen and it's just crazy. It's just like now, it's like I'm all by myself and it's just like, everything makes sense now.
Mm. Yeah, I mean that's understandable because in life as you grow up, there's a lot of things in life that don't make sense until you go through a certain phase or you go through or something and like hits you and it makes you really like, okay, now I see why this or why that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's definitely understandable. So out of all your songs that you have now, well, first of all, how many songs do you have?
I have a mixtape from back in the day out. Total, I probably have like 20 songs out. Okay. But if I said, which ones that I actually shot a video to and actually pushed to be put out in stores, it would be like 3 songs right now. It would be Double Up, Waffle House, and I Wish.
Okay. So out of those 3, which one do you feel is getting the most love by people?
I Wish.
Okay. What was your message behind that song?
I was broken, and I'm talking about my ex and how I moved on. But it's like I still wish to lay my head on her chest, and like every time I drink a Hennessy bottle, it's like it phases and it turns into hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I'm still stuck on her, but it's like I'm trying to move on. It's a really great message. Y'all should look it up. Shake, you know what I'm saying? I Wish on YouTube. It's on all platforms. Mm-hmm. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. So.
Yeah, we might have to throw that in there and let them listen to it, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is a good song.
Matter of fact, y'all, the links to his music is below in the description. Y'all go check him out, man. Go to his YouTube, show him some love. Go to his comments, you know what I'm saying? Give some comments or fire emojis. Tell him the GOAT sent you or something, you know what I'm saying? Do something, go show him some love. Make sure you watch the video all the way to the end because that 30-second bull stuff, we already know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Watch the video to the end, comment, all that. So, what do you feel is the hardest thing about being an artist? I know it's many things.
The fact that, and I respect everybody's musical grind, but it's the fact that everything's so AI based and auto-tuned. It's just like, people are literally just saying so much and just like, talking about drugs and clubs and women and it's hype. Don't get me wrong. I turn on some Fooey-Gano, and turn up in the car. I'll turn on some Pooh and get lit with it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like, why are we getting lit to that? You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff going on, but yet we're all out here listening to music about fantasizing about stuff that most people ain't never even be able to get.
Yeah,
and then people can put a message for something and inspire people, which will actually make somebody get up and go get it.
Yeah, as far as that, I feel like just the music industry is based off of those type of things. So people who do that type of stuff, that's the industry has made it cool for that. So now,
it's a genre. You know what I'm saying?
So now every artist that makes it up there has to do that for the most part.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? So now that's where it's like it's up to all of us to push a different route, make the industry change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna break the chain.
So but that's the goal. That's all you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? That's why, artists coming up, they have teams around them to help push and do all that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it can definitely get there. So what do you, I know you said each one of your songs had like a message behind it. What is the main message that you want people to take from your song?
That no matter what you're going through life, and no matter who you're with, what situation you are, no matter how broke you are, no matter what job you got, no matter any situation, any rub, any disability, anything, you just have to remember one thing, that God loves everybody. And I try to put the message that, you're not alone and nobody's alone out here. People need to hear the message because so many people are hiding behind this music in this phase, but yet when they go home and they close the door, these people are emotionally broken inside. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people that I want to touch, the people that, are too scared to really come out and tell their feelings and are going through it, and just feel like they're alone and try to take them bad routes. Because at first, in my head, I know I'm one of the people who should have made it out. But I did. And the fact that I did, I felt like it's because I'm here to put a footprint and a message, And on top of that, change this type of genre of music and bring back more blues, hip hop, hype, storytelling stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's hard, that's one thing about what you said about what's so hard about being an artist in this industry, is that too, the type of music that I make, all them artists have died out. And it's like, it's just hard for my type of music to break. But, it takes that one song.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And then once that one song gets you up there, then the world hear the rest. And it's just like, where you been?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I agree. And there's a lot more that can go into that too. That'll take us down a whole other rabbit hole if we start talking about that.
Yeah.
I got my own thoughts too at the same time. But I'm trying to keep it more so about you and not trying to put too much of my 2 cents in. So, okay, so as far as your career, like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as far as the music?
I'm going to be successful. I would have done already made $1 million. I would have set my son and his mom up. Set my mom up, set my family up. I'd be doing good financially on top of the music, probably in movies as well, acting, probably modeling, probably gonna have a couple businesses, probably if not at least one.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna have real estate. I'm gonna be pretty successful in 5 years.
The thing that I like the most about what you said is that all those things you said that you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Versus a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, I kind of want this, I kind of want to do that." Like you said,
No, I don't need a chain. I don't need a car. I don't need that big house with 30 rooms and pool. Dude, I'll buy a $40,000 bag camper and be a millionaire.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Travel the world, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things a lot of people don't get to do is travel the world. You know what I'm saying? So
one thing I like to do is get a message out. I like to start getting into that where I start foundations and charities and get people to donate a bunch of money and give it to foundations for people who need it.
Yeah.
You gotta get up and make a message.
I definitely understand that. One of my goals that, well, I ain't gonna say it, but one of my goals has something to do with that too. One day when I get older, but when I get to the point where I want to be anyway. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mackenzie Corbin. You know what I'm saying? They're your biggest fan.
Yeah.
So as far as that, so what advice would you give any upcoming artists?
Do not drop consistently. Listen to your music. Plot out how you want to do it. Try to put a message behind it. and really plot out one song. Don't just drop it and tell everybody to look at it. Really plot it out. You know what I'm saying? Let that one song run for about 2 or 3 months. The type of money and emotion you would put into 3 or 4 songs, you can just put into one song and watch it do numbers. So that's my advice I give you. I promise you, if you put $100 behind a song, your song will touch at least 500 views. So
yeah,
that's a promise.
You combine that with doing the leg work and all that stuff too.
You can spend $600 on a video piece or $300 a video piece. You put $400 in promotion. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get 4,000, 3,000 streams easy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know,
right?
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to do it. I ain't gonna talk about that, but there's a lot of ways to do it. So I guess one of the next things would be like, whenever you're crafting your music, like how do you stay motivated and inspired to make the music?
I play Xbox. I really just kind of chill in my room. I have these moments, and it's like these musical moments, and it's I set up my chair, I get on my Xbox, I cut it down, I play Call of Duty, Hogwarts, whatever. I'm real big into like the Far Cry type games when I'm making music, because it's kind of more of a virtual reality for me.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. And I listen to a bunch of beats, and then it's just like every other person I reckon. It just kind of clicks to me. But one thing about me, man, it's like I don't really. Sometimes I can make a song in a couple of minutes, in days time, and sometimes I'll spend a week on a song. I re-record it, listen to it, change the look, add this. And it's really about 2 or 3 months before I finally got this song. But I would say if you really just listen to your music, let 3 or 4 different people listen to it, get different ears on it, take all the advice you can get. I would definitely tell everybody music reviews are a great way to go. Get your stuff, pop it in, send it to a music review, get 50, 30 people to listen to it, including people to review you. You might get your free spin when it drops. You might win your something. At least people are gonna hear you.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to kind of motivate yourself.
And the good thing about those is those are unbiased people.
Exactly.
They're not people that's on your side being your yes man. They're just saying, hey,
send me the money, I'll play something.
Yeah, they're like, hey, either it's trash or they're like, oh, okay, it's got potential or whatever. They're gonna tell their honest opinion versus somebody that's close to you. They might not want to hurt your feelings.
Exactly.
So that's a good thing too. So next, I know we talked earlier, about you just becoming a father a couple months ago. So far, since your little man's been here, how do you balance the music and personal life?
Well, I battle with that anxiety really bad. I still have panic attacks, sweat to the hands. It's hard. It's crazy. I can be in a crowd of 1,000 people and be ready to turn up. I just have certain moments in life where I just like lock up and get lost. If that makes any sense. And really, man, I would just say, just get lost sometimes.
Well, I think we all have a little bit of that in us. Different people to certain extents. But it's just one of those things. Like sometimes a certain vibe will just come over you, or
it is. It's like a double life that magically makes itself live into one. Let's put it this way. I know that once upon a time, as crazy as it sounds, that I was Austin Cox, and that guy died and Shake was created, and it's like now when I chase this music career and now that I have a son, it's just kind of like my son's my biggest blessing, and it's making me want to go even harder in my music. But I thought that it might be like difficult, but mentally everything is great. I can balance it perfect. I can work this job. I can, promote my music at work to people, what I'm saying? I'm out, I'm always moving instead of being inside of the house, and I would say, really it's really about just moving it, what I'm saying, and pushing it, and then you have the random moments where it just pop up like, hey, yo, let's do this interview, or hey, look, we got this show, and then you just go do it. You know, before it was such a big thing, and now it's just like, it's normal. It got so normal that I don't even like to do shows no more. I rather wait for the grand finale.
Yeah.
You know, if that makes any sense. So
Nah,
it still became normal.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand that. I'm on the same type of time as far as those shows now, especially if they're not paid. You know,
I've combined it now. You know, so it's like music and life have combined it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's good, man. That's good that you're able to, you're able to get it to where it needs to be now, as far as so that way it's not like your music is interfering with your personal life, or or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely good, man. So I guess the next thing would be like, so what do you like to do outside of the music? Like, what in like your free time that you have, like just outside of the musical side of Shake, like what do you like to do?
You know, I like to spend a lot of time with my son now, and my dog Kane. You know, he's my actual like real puppy. He's like my second son. I've had him forever. Really, man, I cut a lot of people off. I've got like one or two friends. You know, I probably hang out with them, but most of the time, man, I just stay inside of my house and just kind of daydream. I plot. You know, I plan out. I make to-do lists and checklists, and I make 5 steps, 5 plans, 5 goals of the week, accomplish them. You know, and just kind of keep myself moving and motivated like that.
That's good, man, because a lot of people, they're not able to be on that type of level, to be able to plot out stuff and set goals for yourself and things like that. So it's good that you got that set up, and you're able to do it and then manifest everything that you wrote. So that's really good. I guess one of the next questions I would be asking you, how do you deal with like whatever haters or trolls that you got on the internet? Like, because we all have those people, you know what I'm saying? So how do you combat those people?
Well, my bad.
You straight, you good.
Honestly, when it comes to people who hate on me, man, it really doesn't bother me. If anything, it's a good laugh for me, because at the same time, I'd rather have more haters than I would lovers. But I want people to listen to my music and love my music, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, I will have different genres of music, and some people might not like that. Some people might not like what I say in my music. I don't know how the route will go once you go global, but
right.
It's just like, really, man, I just kind of, like I said, I just kind of let it flow out away.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you, because you can't have love without hate. You know what I'm saying?
You can't.
Prime example, my cousin, he's pretty famous. He's got like 6 million followers on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So when I sometimes I'll sit there and watch his live streams, and it'll be people in the comments. It's like some 12-year-old boy in Oklahoma. He's saying, "Oh, you fat," you know what I'm saying, calling him fat and all that type of stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? His name is Fat Boy. He was always, kind of big or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He lost weight or whatever now, but they would just talk about him in the comments. I used to be like, man, take out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going off on him like, man, y'all better get off my cousin. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got like, all my fans out there, all my people, all my family, it's just like when we have them trolls attack us, especially when I'm on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? My people, my bullets, my loaded shotguns. Yeah. They're gonna be like, oh, whoa, don't hit shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna look at them and smile at you. At the end of the day, if they say quit singing, I'm gonna get even louder. Yeah. So. Yeah. Nah. I feel you on that. So switching topics, or switching over, not really switching topics, because the main topic of everything right now is who is Shake. You know what I'm saying?
Who is Shake? That's the tag.
Yeah,
the
man.
Gamer tattoo on Xbox.
Tell them follow you everywhere, man. Go on and tell them where to follow you everywhere. Right?
The official Shake on TikTok. I'm the official _Shake on Instagram. Who is Shake on Twitch? Who is Shake on Xbox Gamer Tag? If you also want to just get the link and the hookups and everything, social media, music, and all, just jump on your Safari and type in music by shake.com. and that's gonna shoot you to all my stuff. Y'all tap in with me and follow, because I'm gonna follow you back.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
DM me, message me, talk to me, network.
Yeah. So, okay. So next, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's say this. Okay. What rumor is out there about Shake that you want to set the record straight on right now?
A lot of people thought I quit making music and walked away from it. And a lot of people, it's just like, oh, okay, so you settled, and a lot of people always tell me, man, I see you doing big things, man. You hearing this, hearing that. And I don't let nobody hear my music, and I never really posted snippets. So when I'm making the music, I'd go to the studio, shoot a video and all, and I even do a single snippet of anything, and it's, and really if I had to set the record straight, I'm just let everybody know, when I drop my first song, I'm coming back to back, and I'm definitely gonna make some noise in Alabama. And yeah, I'm about to definitely make a footprint and set the record straight.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So what is something that you feel like that if you told people, they would be surprised to know about you?
I'm willing to talk and network and open up with anybody. I'm not no Hollywood person. I don't, ignore people or, do me. I'm actually a guy who would give you the shirt off his back, the last dollar in his pocket, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. But, yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy, so I'm not Hollywood. So if you message me, and especially if I see something that really catches my attention and concerns me, I'm always going to talk to you and hear what you got to say.
And right there on that note, I'm glad you said that. So people that's watching, they don't really know like how me and you know each other or anything like that. Like we kind of like knew of each other a little bit, but we wasn't really like it ain't like we were enemies or nothing like that, but we wasn't just cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never met you.
Yeah, we knew of each other. So, we had the show, we met, you know what I'm saying? We chopped it up and we kind of like been back and forth since then. But where I'm kind of going with this is like when you were just saying about, seeing stuff you're concerned or giving the stuff off, shirt off your back and stuff like that. But I just want to tell people right here on camera, like this guy right here, I was going through something with my older sister. And it was something real, life or death situation, basically. My guy hit me up. He checked on me. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, man, hey, praying for you and your family or whatever. And constantly, at least once a week, he would check in. Hey, man, how's your sister doing, man? You know what I'm saying? You even have people that's close to you that don't check up on you on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, big shout out to you on that. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I got with you on that. I was going to tell you in person anyway, but since we on the camera, you know what I'm saying, might as well let everybody know then too. So,
I'm a big holy man. Like I said, I love to be there for people. You know what I'm saying? I love to just try to, because I know what it's like, because I lost a woman who was like a mom to me. I watched her go through the cancer and all the way to being a woman who is a youth leader at Destiny Church. And she was just so energetic. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't take the energy out of her.
Right.
And then just watched her to the point where she couldn't even get out of a chair. And it's crazy because most people get lost in them situations. And for some reason, when I've hit them spots in life, I've always heard this little voice, and it's just like something that kept me going, something that just kept that inspiration to push. And it's just kind of like a lot of people, like you said, I know what it's like when you're down there and you're crazy and you're pulling your hair out and you're punching stuff and you're posting crazy stuff on Facebook and nobody in your family checks on you. If anything, it's one of your friends that check on you or some random person, and it's, I know what that's like. So, when I hear people going through stuff, especially when I know them personally, I just like to, let them know that, hey, I'm a family member just as much as anybody else. Family's not blood at all.
Yeah.
So
fact.
Everybody is my family pretty much. So if you love me, I love you. So that's how it goes.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me personally, I just want to say appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't have that mentality or that mindset, or And a lot of people just be busy, so they may not, even if they ain't close with you, they may not remember like, okay, well, dang, I know bro was going through something, we check on him, you know what I'm saying? Just because everybody's life of what they're going through is different.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, definitely big shout out to you on that, you know what I mean? You know, not to slow everything down, like I said, I just wanted to get that off right quick. And actually one other thing, as far as the cancer thing, man, I feel you on that. I had to watch my biological mother go through that, and then I had to watch, once my dad remarried, I had to watch my second mother go through it.
Yeah.
So I watched two women that were very close to me in life pass away from cancer.
It's rough.
And 3 years apart. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I definitely understand, you know what I'm saying? I feel your pain. I'm one of the people that actually can say I feel your pain on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but not too much about me. We're gonna move on. So anyway, so what does a typical day look like in the life of Shake?
You know, when I'm not working, because you know I work a normal job too. You know, I'm working on my second goal in life. You know, always that plan B.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a goal for me to get a degree, so that's one thing I am working on. You know, but other than that, you know, whenever I'm not really working, you know, like I said, I'm pretty much kicked back playing the game, listening to some beats, even going over some old music, just kind of listening to it, coming up maybe different ideas on what to do to it. I kind of just watch everybody. You know, I like to watch all the artists around me. I like to watch everybody, and you know, I'm just kind of, you know, catching the wave of everything and just kind of really absorbing everything that's going on, because like I said, I'm about to step back into the music industry really hard.
Yeah.
So like now in the normal day of Shake, I'm pretty much just at the house making music, observing, learning, and you know, on a whole nother level, I'm connected spiritually. So trust me, on my free time, I'm definitely going beyond means and matters, because I know the universe is very strong.
Yes. I would agree. Okay. So do you have any kind of upcoming projects or singles? I know you said you got Forgive Me video,
Yes.
but is the audio already released?
Yeah, the audio is not released. I'm dropping the video and the audio on the same day,
Okay.
September the 1st. It's gonna be Friday. You know, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm working with some big people right now.
Okay.
On the song, and if everything works out, you know, I'm not gonna have to go through dropping it through DistroKid and everything. They're gonna drop it for me, and this would be my first major, I would say, push to Billboard song. Rather, it's number 1 or it's number 99.
Yeah,
I'm almost gonna promise I'm gonna try to touch this Billboard, and once I touch the Billboard, it's gonna be nonstop.
Yeah, as it should be. So I know that's a single, right?
That's my single coming out, and like I said, it's gonna have the video, and it's gonna be everywhere: TikTok music, Facebook music, Instagram music. You know, if you follow me on TikTok, I'm gonna be doing $300 to $500 to $1,000 giveaways. You know what I'm saying? For just submissions. You know, I'll be like videos, challenges. You know, random stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of the time, but I do a lot of giveaways, anywhere from $200 to $500 right now on my TikTok. You know, so I mean, you can definitely tap in with it, and you know, I come up with challenges. You know, especially with a song or making a hook or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's fun. So
good, man. It's good. You know, it's something different that a lot of people are not really doing. You know what I mean? So so what was, before Forgive Me, what was the last song that you dropped?
I Wish was the last song, and it was about a little over a year ago, probably a year ago, a little over a year ago. And I was going through something with my ex, and it was a song I made, and it's a very good song. I mean, you would definitely connect with it. You know, I sent it a couple interviews. It got spun on iHeartRadio. You know, I mean, it did a little thing. I lacked on my end because I fell deep into a dark place and really quit pushing and promoting it. And it still hit 40K.
Yeah.
But I felt like I barely did any push and promotion behind that song. It hit 40K. And I felt like if I really, really would have not hit that place in life and was able to push that would have kind of been my little noise break. But
you know what? You know what? This is one thing a wise person told me.
Everything happens for a reason.
Well, not only that, but as far as that song, right? You saying, you know, you wish you could push it more and all that. That song is still new to anybody who hasn't heard it yet.
Exactly.
So you can. That's one good thing about music. You can always push it, and that song will always be new to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So even now, if you still want to push that song, you can still push it because.
See, I know the song. I've always thought about that, but I always was like, you know, people are like, oh, it's a year old, yada yada, you know, and people are like, okay, what's this, that? So I thought about. I was like, you know what? I like that I wish is out. So if I can just make another song for the world to hear, then I do believe that I Wish would just randomly go up and blow up. Hell, honestly, I mean, I might drop this song "Forgive Me" and it go up, and then I Wish get heard and go even higher.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible for sure. So as far as like your music, like, do you got like your own home studio you record everything in?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I got my own. I got a little 2-bedroom apartment. You know, my second bedroom is a whole studio set up. You know, I got the Xbox, the game in there, pool table. I really just be kind of chilling in there for real. It used to be the spot that I was at all the time, every day, every minute, every night. And now it's just kind of a spot that I just kind of pass every time I go in the house.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's not like my motivation for music went down. It's just kind of like I realized like, hey, yo, but when you're in there doing that, you're burning that artist energy.
Yeah.
And you need to save that artist energy because you can go in there and get hype all week and then have a month where you just kind of like.
Yeah. And not only that, you end up having a son too, so that slowed that down too.
Yeah, it slowed down a lot too. So.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. So do you make your own beats too?
I play around with it. I've messed with it. I really haven't. I've tried YouTube and I can't seem to really get the key to understand how to do it through a laptop. And so I know it's a lot easier if I had a keyboard, but I never really have took the time to learn it because I wanted to take the time to learn the guitar and actually master mixing myself. So and I spent most of my time learning how to mix myself and mix and master. I didn't think it was that many setups and programs and,
it is like,
and FXs and like, oh my God.
I'm to the point now where I don't even want to record myself at all no more.
Nah, it's like you get to the point where people are like, man, you got a studio, let's record. I'm like, man, listen, I don't even want to record no more. You know, it's just in there. You know, and it's just like I don't record it so much, but then I'll make a song and I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. And I record it over and over and over again at my studio, which is an advantage of having making sure I get it just right.
Right.
And then when I got it right, I'm like, this is how I want it to sound. Then I take it to the big studio and shout out Burnwood because that's the first place I'm finna head to. So
I got you. So I guess next, is there any certain producers that you worked with in the past or that you would like to work with, you know what I mean, coming up? As far as like getting your beats from and things like that?
I would like to work with Zaytoven.
Okay.
I would like to get a beat off of Zaytoven for real. And I would actually like to make a song because I make a lot of songs that don't have no beats that I just make the hooks and the songs to. And usually we just get somebody like Beat Champ or whoever.
Or build a beat around it.
You know, but I haven't done it in a long time. The last person I think really did it was actually Gozy. Gozy was the last one that did it. And I don't do it a lot, but you know, really it's because working with somebody like that who really gets into the artists and you know what I'm saying and it can connect. I love doing stuff like that.
Well, dude, let me tell you something. You know I got my own label, right? And I got my own studio. Of course, you know that because you're in part of the studio now.
Yeah, I'm in here.
My brother, my business partner, Too Hard Productions LLC. He can build a beat around. He got other artists that they'll rap their whole song and then they give him an idea of the beat they want, and then he'll go in, he'll make a beat around the vocals and everything. He does the same.
See, the crazy thing about it is I know that there's a lot of people. Matter of fact, I can name 6 people off the top of my head. I could put half these beat makers to sleep. But the thing is, it's like, you know what I'm saying? As much crazy as it sounds, it's like I need that Zaytoven beat.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say that it don't do nothing for you.
I need that Zaytoven beat.
It definitely, you know,
so
once
go ahead, Zay, you need to hit me up, send me that beat. We've done talked a couple times on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I just didn't have the bread right for it. You know?
No, I mean that's understandable because they be texting now. They be texting.
But he did. You know, he did try to, you know, throw me a lookout favor. It's just, you know, at a certain time when I was going through all this, I got a son and she was getting ready to have him, man. So, but yeah, I definitely got all the connections. So I definitely put my name. They definitely know who Shake is. I think everybody's just kind of waiting for me to do so.
But you know what you should have did in that moment?
What that is.
If you'd have had your credit right.
Man, look, I told you, boy. Hey, boy, there's been a couple times I done thought about going to get a little $5,000 loan, boy, and just promoting something.
Nah, look, this the key. I'm just gonna drop this little nugget right here. You don't even have to get no loan, bro. Because if you get a loan, think about it. They give you the money, you pay it back, and if you want another loan, you got to go apply again.
Mm-hmm.
You get your credit card, you just get it, and then you get the $500 off, you pay it back. Now you got the $500 still available again.
I got that $500 credit card where I gave him $500.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, having amount of money available, like, on a card like that is better than an actual loan. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get no loan. But anyway, that's for another day. We'll talk about on that. But anybody watching this, I do credit repair also. Get with me. Link in the description. So anyway, a couple more questions before we get out of here. What artists that you see that are doing their thing that you would be interested in collaborating with? Of course, not industry artists, because we know we would collaborate with them if we had the money. You know what I'm saying? Because the money is the only thing that's separating people from collaborating. A lot of them charge $50,000, $100,000. You know what I'm saying? And if we had money like that, hell, we'll have our own career to be where we wanted to be versus trying to get a feature from them. So
exactly.
So I would say local artists or artists on your level or maybe just a tad bit above you. I would say that.
Honestly, nobody. I don't know why I've always been like that. I've always been a guy who never used to feature with nobody. So I would say, if there's anybody really, there's only industry people. I mean, locally wise, nobody makes the type of music that I make.
Yeah. So. Well, sometimes, I would say sometimes, like they say you got with an artist that don't make the same type of music weight, sometimes that could be one of the best things ever. Because y'all can make one of the best songs ever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's just hard because, where I'm from, there's just not a lot. We have a couple, we have like Cleaver and, and a couple other people, but, nobody really represents Alabama. Yeah. And that's the bad part. And it's just like, I don't know, man. Like I said, my music, I just feel like it's more for the people, for the college, for the kids, for the world, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't think there's nobody around. I think the only person I ever really wanted to work with would be like Post Malone. For real.
That's a good option though.
I would like to work with Post and even the Kid Loy.
Yeah.
I would really like to make some music with him and Justin Bieber, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That would be nice, but I say those would probably be like my main three that I'd really, really want to rock with. I won't mind chopping up with J. Cole any day.
Oh yeah.
But
be crazy not to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But definitely my boy Post, I would definitely, Post is definitely somebody I'd really have some inspiration for.
Okay. All right, we just got a few more questions, and then we'll get up out of here, man. I know it's been a long day and all that stuff. So, I guess the next thing would be, what do you like? What is your expectation for the last quarter of the year? Like, what is your plans? Like, I know you are big on setting a goal and then trying to accomplish it. So, what is your goal for the last 3 or 4 months of the year?
Drop this single, push it, make it go global. Drop the next one. Make a new goal list.
Okay. Do you have any merchandise out?
I'm actually working on it right now. I got my logo and everything. Shout out Mello for that. But at the same time, I'm still trying to figure out, how people get, these distributors where they get like 30, 40 shirts and 30, 40 pants, and get them all made perfect. Because I haven't figured that part out besides going to a website and paying $45 a shirt to have it custom made. It's just like...
Let's just say this. I'll send you some links.
Okay. Yeah. So that's really what has stopped me from really having my merch out, especially on my website. It's because like a lot of people are like go to these markets and these distributors in the UK and China and stuff, and like they do them good and they got these type of brands and styles and they put this on it, and it's just like I've looked it up, I've tried it, and it just don't make sense, and a lot of it's just like $40, $50 by the shirt. And I'm like, there's no way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Trust me, there's some stuff out there. I got a few links that I can send
Yeah,
you.
appreciate it. Yeah,
We'll talk off air about that. Okay, so I guess one of the final questions that I'll ask is, I know you said you're really kind of like staying away from the shows, but when is the next time we can see Shake perform? Like, because I wanted to see you perform the last time, but the way the show went, you end up freaking performing as soon as I left. You know what I'm saying? Which sucked. You know what I'm saying? I missed it. But when is the next time we can see you perform, man? Because I definitely want to catch you live in action.
Man, like I said, with my like anxiety and stuff that I suffer from, from all the trauma that I've had, and y'all hear more of that, once everybody's listening. But I just, when it comes to them shows like that, my man, it's like I don't have nobody else that I've had around or that I keep or that I trust. And most of the time, if I go to these places, I'm gonna go by myself. And it's just like at the same time, I just never really do it because I don't know, man. I just got bad anxiety. So I feel like the next time I'd ever really want to step on stage is, like I said, when it's the grand finale.
Yeah.
When they're like, hey, yo, bro, we want you to come, and there's gonna be 400, 500,000, 2,000, 20,000 people out here watching you.
Yeah.
And then instead of just pulling up at a place by myself for the first part, you know what I'm saying? And then like usually these places be so far out that, and then my music's for the kids, you know what I'm saying? So like my people are like 14, 13, 12, 15 years old. I want to come see me. 10 years old, 9 years old, 8 years old. I want to come see Shake, but they can't get into the clubs. They can't get into so I'm just like, I remember one time I went to a bar in my local town in Prattville. Shout out to Blue Iguana, and I performed in there. And I remember it was a bar, and I had 12, 13, 14-year-olds out in the parking lot. Dude, I literally had the parking lot blew out. You know what I'm saying? So after I got done in the blue, I went out to the parking lot and just jumped on the back of this guy's red pickup truck and did a show for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that it's really for the kids and for the people. It's all ages, really. But when I do these shows, you know what I'm saying? It's like my message I feel like it just don't belong in these local shows. That makes any sense, because nobody's listening for the type of message that I'm delivering at these shows.
I get exactly what you're saying. So, and that's a whole other topic right there. So
I want them to come for Shake, not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you mean. So anything that you want to tell anybody that's watching, or any fans out there that's watching, anybody that don't know you that's just sat through this whole interview, like anything you want to tell all the people?
I'm an honest, humble guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm willing to help anybody out in any way. Help with, go save me, fundraisers, whatever it is. You're going through something, you need help, you need advice. Like I said, if you even need your credit fixed, you can go to him. Regardless, I'm just that type of guy that regardless of your situation, you can come to, you can hit me up, you can DM me. If I don't message you back on the DM, if you got me and you're really trying to contact me, hit me up on all the platforms, because if you hit me up on my Snapchat, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok, I'm gonna reply to you. I'm like, what? So definitely try to get up with me. Don't think, I'm somebody you can just comment, and just be like, oh, I like you, I love your music, and I just be like, you know what I'm talking about. People just don't phase people. Like, I interact with people. When you comment on my stuff, I'm gonna comment back regardless. It might be a lot of people, especially when I start getting like 20,000 comments. I'm gonna promise you, I'm probably gonna do about 1,500. But I'm gonna do the rest if I can at my own time. But answering comments is something big that I do, because when I answer them, I usually do a sentence to at least half a paragraph. Thanking a person. So.
You interacting with the fans, and,
exactly.
and you build that relationship with them, and that's how they become super fans, and they start buying your merch, and they start doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. So, I definitely appreciate you taking your time to come out to the podcast and come out and get interviewed by the visual GOAT. So you pretty much answered all the questions, man. I want to tell you, appreciate you coming out.
Oh yeah. Shout out Clan.
Yes, sir. So everybody that's watching, appreciate y'all for watching. Go follow my guy on all social media. Go check out all his music. And we out.
We out. See?